Now, how did the Egyptians create something out of nothing, as they say? Well, they had knowledge and they had a team, partnership, people. So with family, a family can lose everything and they have no money, right? But only a family can make it work and walk over there or build over there or start working over there to get cash, work, build, that's what everything is, physical things, from scratch again and get along to with each other and work. But if someone else rips you off, right, you don't want to work with them, right? It shits you. Right? You don't want to keep restarting because someone else comes and takes all your shit. But if your family does it to you, or you do it together as a family, you can restart. And so back in the day, when there was just groups of people going, let's get the fuck out of here, we don't even fear, they want to kill us all and that, they show you a point about how you can restart with God. Your God-given hands and the ability of your brain and gifts it gives you. So we're a little bit more different brain than everyone else. So that's your God-given gift. But try not to overdo things and just use your brain in certain areas and then have problems where you don't really know anything and have ego and stuff like that. See, that's a brain malfunction. Problems that you can cause to yourself to think that you're going to cause a problem, which is what we cause. We end up causing our own problems and we go up and down. That's what history showed us. Burnout areas, overkilling, having too many parties, too much fireworks when it wasn't really a firework moment, but they just wanted one, right? That's what you would see. So when you see people with their team, you don't need money or to get them to function like your friend. To get a friend to function, they want something out of it. They're like, well, I'm not your family. Have you heard that saying, Emma? So you can't use that one, right, which is what I'm just talking about. And so you need some sort of currency. Well, if you work for this, just for me for a day, don't do it for free, I'll work for you for a day. Yeah, but I could just work for myself and I could be a little bit better. In fact, I think your day is 2 days of my work. Well, then I'll work 2 days. Yeah, but I'd rather just do it at my own time and pace. If I work with you, that means I've got to do a schedule. Okay, I'll do it 4 days. You get the benefit now. You going to help me? Because I'm asking for it. And then hopefully later I can do the same similar thing back to you. I hope you understand that. And then it will balance out. You see, as long as they let you do that. So when he goes ask for help, you do the same thing back. I've done this to people. And they go, what? And you go, yeah. And you go, do you like it like that? Now you feel that you think that you're getting used, that you're going to put more. But because you did it to me, and now I'm doing it to you, can you feel it? No, that's when that person learns. If you have a person that's like me that's talking, you know what I mean? As they've already learned. And then they've gone along with it anyway and went, all right, I can still be friends with you, but I'm going to do the same thing back. You get it, Emma? Yeah, so you end up doing heaps of work when you think you didn't. But if you just balanced it, he would have done the same thing back and you wouldn't have to do 4 days, just 2 now. You get it? But you wanted 4 days out of him because you were like, yeah, you get a benefit. But when it balances back, that deal, then he'll be going, yeah, wouldn't he? But then you're going, ah. But then you've got to feel it because you did it to them. You see? And most people don't want to feel that. They whinge and whine like a Richie. No, I don't want it now. I see your point now. Can you not do it to me? Well, at least balance it and then we can see, you didn't see my point, then we'll start. Yeah, but they don't even do that, some people. It's pretty shocking, eh? But that's what you would see. Right? And a desert, with a bit of time, a bit of effort, could get turned into something. And if you can't succeed over there at all, which is what I was talking about, or they want to kill you, you're going to die, then you got to restart, which is like at the desert. It's like if we went to another planet, we're talking about trying to start up planets that's worse than just a desert. Got no air, it's a desert, no air, no nothing. And we're going to get all that before it becomes the desert. So we're thinking about, we're so great we can fix planets like that, and yet we haven't even fixed our desert. That doesn't make sense, does it, Emma? Nah, sounds like they're a bit ego. Sounds like ego there. Yeah, it sounds like a bit of ego to me, but that's human. That's why you see them building rockets and all this shit, and they're the smartest people in the world. The ones who are actually talking like that. People go, you're so smart that you can fix Mars. Don't they, Emma? Don't they say that? Yeah, what do you fix here, though?
Yeah, it's already, livable
Yeah. And if you think you can fix Mars in the way you do it, why aren't you doing that half of it here yet? If you can't do it here, do you believe you can do it on Mars? No. Yeah. But that's human, isn't it? And these things call themselves leaders and shit. They even call themselves divine. I call them divinely stupid. I'm divine. I need a circle of humans around me because I'm so divinely great and powerful, but I need yous to do everything for me. You know those people? If you ever met one, that's what they are. They're not divine. Real divine means they're like God, means they do shit themselves, they're tough, and people will do things for them because they want to. But a person who's paying or asking for it, are they divine, Emma? Sounds like their ego, doesn't it? Yeah. Huh? They rather see you dead like a king, like all the kings we know. Huh? Or take your wife and all this, but you can't do it to them. Huh? They wouldn't want to be that outside rank. They're not balanced. See, a good leader should always say shouldn't do it because it's stupid, but are willing to and will always go to the front line if necessary. All right, they're all doing it. If you ask other people to be there, you've got to be able to at least do it yourself. Be able to be there if you need to, if it needs to be. Like last come day, don't run off like a Hitler. Use all fight, or stories of me running off. All right, that's the things I'm just talking about. There's plenty of them leaders. Huh? You have got to go to the front line, and some of these great leaders have been in front lines, and it's good to be in the front line, close to it, be in the battle, kill some people. It's a risky thing, but it also shows a bit of honour, right? But you can at least show that you can do that in practices and stuff like that. That's why we see these shows. If you see a king, you can't even fight in the basic practices like we've seen in the old Roman days. No wonder it collapsed. You see, they get hand over power, right? Because you think it's in your right to your blood, and you don't get the education, you'll destroy the power that you had. Definitely it was a righteous one. That's what happens to them. They get an ego, they believe they don't need to, they got the power, and they don't have to worry about it. It's like rich people. They go, oh, I don't have to learn this, I don't have to learn that, I don't have to do what you're doing, because I'm going to be rich. Don't they say that, Emma? Yeah. But then they don't learn these critical things of what you need to learn when you're rich. Like the king says to his son, you need to learn these things, but then he dies and then he becomes it because of these rules. And then it gets fucked up, like North Korea. That's how North Korea went down now. They start off with pretty decent, good live, but now it's totally the opposite, you see. But anyway, everything can be changed. Everything can be plenty of plenty when you have God on your side. Even that story of the Egyptians, he went to sleep, woke up, he had a thought, he had the alien. You could say God, in a way to us, like we would be God to a caveman, that it's an alien, say, that lives on the moon, in the moon, right? And he's a telepath alien. He's got devices where he can send signals to your brain, like how we send it to robots. Everything can be reversed. Right? So we can already have people tapping into your brain and confusing you and playing around with you. They might not be able to control you yet. That's another program. But they definitely got the ability to tap in, because you can use your brain to tap into something else. That thing can tap into you too. Everything goes like that. That's scary, isn't it, Emma? So you'll have AIs that have the capability to tap into your brain and make you do this. They've already done it with cockroaches. They had cockroaches with some marials out of them, and they can make them do the basic movement. So you start off with that, and that's how you get training. And they can make them go, they're a cockroach, and then you tap into them, and they're like, walk over here. Walk over here. And the cockroach would be like, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm just doing it. Might not even remember it, and then it'd be like, well, I'm over here. I'll go back, have a life like that. It's like, next time I'm over here, it'll be like loss of time. If you ever get lost of time, you could actually be getting controlled. So that's a scary thing in the world today. Thoughts I start listening to, it's possibilities. That gives you a possibility, and you can't find out that it's not. You can go crazy on that. That's why we get evidence to make sure, or we do things to make sure things aren't happening. Right? So when you know that technology is true, how do I know from my government or from people who are making it that they're not going to do that to me? They don't say anything. So that means they can. You get it, Emma? Yeah. All right. And if they can do it, why wouldn't they have done it? And we all know what everyone wants to do. So you better look out with that technology. In fact, they take steps. So you're actually paying for it. When they make that step to charge your phone, they make things smaller. They make that product because it's a small product of that design. And then when you make more money, then you can upscale it. then I can afford to make bigger ones. You get it? So you're paying, and when it comes to people able to tap in your mind, you're paying. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Just like that shipping now, right? That people don't like. You get a chip, and that becomes your money. It'd be easily tapped in. It's less your control, and that's the same thing with the devices they're making right now. Just because you think it's cool, and they give you a little ability, like now how they can tap in your phone and listen to you and store all your ideas, just because you want the Facebook, and they deliberately say, well, if you want Facebook, you have to say yes on this and yes on these certain things, right? So they can at least do the minimal of knowing you for advertising, as they say. Right? But they could do more with that information. Right? Scary world out there. So you'd want to hope that those things don't happen, because when it does you'll have people like be able to control people to go have sex with them, to go kill people, like in that show where he pulls the face. What's that show where he pulls the face and he goes, go kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia! Zoolander! You'll have problems like that. Huh? It's like a form of brainwash, but you don't even have to brainwash, you just tap in kind of thing. Huh? So you want to be careful in all that area. I would. If I was in an area, I'd do the government saying if you can't control it, then get rid of it. Like they're doing with all the guns and that. They say, you people collectively here in this country, definitely in Australia, I can say this is the truth, why you got it. Most of yous are dangerous. Right? Like I'm dangerous. Right? I'm dangerous because I have marijuana, and when I have it, I'll be dangerous for up to 3 to 6 months if it's in my system. That's what I got told, Emma. So we're all dangerous, right? When we're not dangerous, and then there is dangerous, and they're not dangerous. Pretty crazy, eh? But anyway, have a good one.